A most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be, and we're coming in a little bit hot here on this Friday evening on the Delaware Hockey Network. Presented by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg, the University of Maryland Terrapins, and the University of Delaware Blue Hens, due to square off in a Friday evening semifinal in the Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference playoffs. We are live from Iceland in Hamilton, New Jersey, just outside Trenton for this semifinal matchup. James Witherite and Matt Facillo joining you this evening. Matt, thanks again for bailing me out on Saturday night, but it's good to be back with you. Good to be back in healthy voice, and really good to share the broadcast box with you for probably the most anticipated game of the weekend.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me do the call last week. And hey, we got Maryland hockey and Delaware hockey for the second weekend in a row, but I think this one matters just a little bit more, James.
Last Saturday, as we talked about off-air, was for last change tonight. Delaware, by virtue of a 3-2 overtime win sealed by Joe Wogish, got that last change tonight, got home ice advantage in the semifinal. The winner today plays the winner of Stevenson and Ryder for all the Mid-Atlantic marbles tomorrow.
Yeah, and that one was really a back-and-forth game last weekend between Maryland and Delaware. Joe Wogish, as you said, got the overtime winner. That was the second goal of the game, and Denver Lundstrom got that third goal as well for Delaware, second of the game for that team. And then for the Terps, it was Tucker Healy, Daniel Tomaszewski. Back-and-forth game, but ultimately Delaware came out on top, and they have the last change, as you said.
The old adage goes, Matt, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. That's really been the case for Delaware this year. After opening the season 0-11-0, they tore through the back half of their schedule, going 12-6-2. They come into tonight's game off 5 straight wins. What are the keys to the game for Maryland to try to topple this Delaware team who's really gelled of late?
Well, I think the first goal is going to be big. You know, as you said, they started off Delaware very poorly in terms of their record, at least. Their first game of the year between Maryland and Delaware, Maryland won 4-0, a shutout back at the Gardens Ice House, home of the Terps. I think the first goal is going to be big, James. We saw Delaware get off to, well, at least an early start in terms of the scoring, but first period I thought was even. Delaware was able to control the momentum later in the game, ultimately win it in overtime, so I think that first goal is going to be huge, especially with the energy in a playoff game.
This game, I think, is going to come down a lot to the little things, a lot of tiny details, a bounce here, a bounce there. There's, granted, in terms of overall record, quite a bit separating these two teams thanks to the early part of the season, but in terms of what we saw on the ice on Saturday, this game's going to be probably the most evenly matched game of the week.
I would agree. You know, and even watching last night's game, Stevenson and Drexel, it was a close game till the end. Stevenson really ran away with it in the third period. Stevenson's playing Ryder on the other rink shortly after the Terps and Blue Hens get started. But you know, I think these conference games, similar teams, especially as of late, and they're both going to be hungry for the win. They both want to be playing tomorrow.
Simple as that. Well, without further ado, let's head inside the glass for tonight's opening introductions from the Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference semifinal round. Once again, hockey fans, good evening and welcome to Iceland in Hamilton, New Jersey, home of the 2023 Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference playoffs. Tonight, the Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference and the American Collegiate Hockey Association present a men's Division II semifinal tilt between the designated visiting team, the third-seeded Maryland Terrapins, and the designated home team, the number 2 seed Delaware Blue Hens. Before we announce this evening's starting lineups, the Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference would like to acknowledge the all-mock team nominees. From the University of Maryland, second team forward Trevor Drake. Second team defenseman Brian Teskey. Second team goalie, Henri Pelletier. And first team forwards, Liam Eden and Max Newnham. And from the Delaware Blue Hens, second team forward, Patrick Swain. And second team defenseman, Adrian Rodriguez. Now, fans, let's meet tonight's starting lineups for the visiting Maryland Terrapins, coached by Joe Carter. Starting in goal, from North Potomac, Maryland, number 30, Henri Pelletier. On defense, from Rockville, Maryland, number 6, Daniel Tomaszewski. And from Woodbine, Maryland, number 18, Brian Teske. At forward, from Stamford, Connecticut, number 5, Tucker Healy. From Poland, number 12, Patrick Biganowski. And from Annapolis, Maryland, captain number 17, Liam Eden. And now the starting lineup for the Delaware Blue Hens, coached by Vince Falkowski. Starting in goal from Wall, New Jersey, number 33, Joey Hooper. On defense from Parkland, Florida, number 4, Adrian Rodriguez. And from Wilmington, Delaware, alternate captain, number 32, Mike Nauman. At forward from Wallingford, Pennsylvania, number 8, Ryan Lowe. From Ringwood, New Jersey, number 24, Joe Wogish. And from Newark, Delaware, alternate captain, number 25, Patrick Swain. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Isaac Kessler and John Craley, and linesmen Grantus Mosoritis and Monty Ferguson. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag, located directly behind the Maryland goal, as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The MVP.
And without further ado, we're ready to rock and roll here on the Delaware Hockey Network and the Maryland Hockey Network. James Witherite with Matt Facillo standing by, joining us on color commentary here for a Friday night showdown in the Garden State. Defending the Maryland net, Henri Pelletier, 7-3-2 on the year with a .254 goals against average and a save percentage of .923. Joey Hooper, the wall from Wall, getting the nod for Delaware. He's 7-7-1 on the season with a 3.21 goals against average and a save percentage clocking at an even .900. First period action brought to you by our good friends at First State Ice Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players in and around Delaware under the philosophy of one state, one goal. Learn more about their classes, their clinics, and their growing summer tournament program by visiting firststateicehockey.com. Delaware in their third jerseys, black, blue helmets, blue pants, traveling left to right in opening period play. The Maryland Terrapins clad in red with the heraldry-inspired Maryland state flag adorning the shoulders, moving right to left here in the first period. Looks like we're in a bit of a holding pattern as one of the lines people had to make his way across to the other rink for one reason or another. So here amidst this holding pattern, we can tell you Liam Eden, right winger for Maryland, leading this team in scoring 18 goals, 15 assists on the year. And he's got good support with Tucker Healy in double-digit territory, and Patrick Biganowski, one heck of a playmaker as well.
And James, I think Mr. Max Noonan has been chirping me after your announcements because he wished he was named on the public address announcements for his MVP achievement in the Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference. He is chirping me from the bench, James.
That's one of the things, Matt, about calling the game from between the benches.
No, you did a great job.
You get a front row seat literally to everything.
Well, I was asking you before the game if you like to be on bench side. You said you loved it.
I love it. I absolutely love it. You're right on top of the action. Granted, if I had my choice, I'd like a few meters of separation laterally to see things unfold a little bit better, but as far as getting the entire story, it doesn't get much better.
And one bench to the left of us, one bench to the right of us, you can really hear almost everything.
Absolutely. You can see line changes. You can eavesdrop on strategic discussions.
Especially penalties, too. Chirp the refs, chirp other opponents.
It seems as though Monty Ferguson is making his way back. It was game pucks we needed, and Monty Ferguson to the rescue. And we're off in semifinal action from the 2023 mock playoffs. Ryan Lowe dumped the puck in behind the Maryland goal. It was nearly brought out by Healy up the far side, recovered by Lowe. He tries to put one on his backhand for a wraparound, but Tomaszewski stonewalls him in close. Wogish protecting for Delaware. Rolls the puck up the near corner where Mike Nauman steps up. Nauman, solid 200-foot defender, 15 assists, leading this Delaware team in the Apple Orchard column. Solid playmaker, and here Wogish breaks up a Maryland attack. Zone is cleared. Kravitsky recovers in neutral territory, waiting for the other red-clad Terrapins to tag up. He dumps the puck in, chases it behind the goal, and this is sticked into the netting by Hooper and out of play.
Nice play by Wogish there to dive a little bit, get his stick on the puck, get it out of the zone, allow the Terps to regroup. Going to be laying a lot in the line tonight, playoff game. Both teams want to be playing tomorrow.
Winner of this game takes on the winner of Stevenson and the top-seeded Ryder. That semifinal due to get going in about 8 minutes' time. Saunders Penn delivers a heavy check on Kravitsky in front of us. Kravitsky able to gain the zone for the Terrapins, but this is cleared back by Swain. Drake recovers, drops back into his own end. Cross ice feed to Chen. He throws this up the far side toward DePoy, cutting over the center logo. That pass broken up. Loose puck nearly corralled by Austin Vecchio. Brought back down by Duchesne at the Maryland blue line. Duchesne, cross ice stretch pass tipped by Takas from the good side of red in behind the Delaware goal where Green recovers. A lot of back and forth here as we near the 2-minute mark of the first period from Iceland. And no score in this greatly anticipated matchup between the Terrapins and the Blue Hens.
Good pressure there by Joey Takas. I like the pressure by both teams so far in each other's faces, making them
a lot of strong forechecking both ways, a lot of rushed breakout passes forced, and a lot of forced errors to this point. Teams are going to have to, both sides, going to have to try to simplify their game, make crisp, clean breakouts, and so far that's been the trouble spot both ways. Shot from Teske at the right point was off Hooper's pads and directed away. Shots 2-0 in favor of Maryland in this early go. Chase Wilson protects the left point. Works the puck into the corner. Net front feed. Intended for Tomaszewski. Covered and held by Hooper for a break in the action with 2 minutes and 40 seconds gone in first period play.
And you just mentioned Chase Wilson's name. That was Andrew DePoy who went to the bench, and then Wilson took a spot. You heard Andrew DePoy say he went to the bench, stay high, stay high. Wilson joined the rush right away, kept the puck in the offensive zone, allowed the Terps to get a chance.
Dimitri Mahalios in for the draw for Delaware across from Wilson. Wilson turns up the forechecking heat on Lawson, throws a shoulder at him, forcing an awkward breakout pass which sailed beyond the reach of Mahalios and was volleyed back the other way by Airy. Buckman turns this puck behind his own goal to Flaherty near side, still deep in Delaware territory. This is cleared by Mahalios, and it will come back in icing.
Well, first icing of the game. We'll see if the team in red can get any momentum off this. Face off to the left of Joey Hooper, who played very well last weekend, might I add, against the Terps.
Maryland controls attacking territory off the Healy face-off win. Top combination on for the Terrapins. Buckman working below the goal. Gets the puck free. Now Mahalios, the fourth-line center for Delaware, fails to clear. Turnover in his zone led to a shot which was blockered away by Hooper. Bringing down the rebound is Buckman behind his own goal. To Flaherty. Tipped up the near side by Lundstrom beyond the reach of Mahalios again. Volleyed back by Airy into Delaware territory. And the Terrapins will get in a partial changing of the guard as we work our way to the 4-minute mark of the first period. The third man on our crew tonight, videographer Ethan Posner. As the Delaware and Maryland Hockey Networks team up to bring you this postseason coverage. Hard shot down the middle from Liam Eden. Caught and held by Hooper for a break in action.
Terps with a couple shots on that shift. You saw Brian Teske take a couple shots. Defenseman with 7 goals on the season. He likes to shoot the puck. Liam Eden fired that last one there.
And in comes Kravitsky for the attacking zone draw for Maryland across from Patrick Swain. Wogish tries to bulldoze forward through neutral territory. Puck tied up directly in front of us beyond our reach. One of the downsides of being directly above the scorer's box is the action right in the referee's crease area can often get lost in the shuffle from our perspective.
A little bit of a blind spot.
Wogish lofts this puck up ice, low, and a race for it with Teske. Teske a half step the better. Driven to the far corner by the forechecking low. Karam the puck below his own goal, but it comes out to a two-a-side scrum at the near half boards. Wogish worked the puck low. Teske played it back the other way, but Rodriguez held the point. Shot from long range right at the 5-minute mark of the first period. Took a bounce through the blue paint surrounding Henri Pelletier, who has yet to see a shot on goal to this point. 4-0 the shots. 5 minutes and change into this contest. Maryland controlling the momentum right from the outset in this rubber match between these two teams.
And it was a nice play by Ryan Lowe to get that started because he was trying to get the puck from Teske. Teske did a good job using his body to keep the puck away. Lowe could have had a good chance if that number 18 freshman defenseman in red said otherwise.
And you know what? He's been a big contributor at the blue line this year to nearly a point a game from the blue line, which 7 goals, 11 assists, and 23 appearances. I don't care who you are, that's pretty impressive. Newnham denied on the doorstep by Hooper, coming up for save number 5 at as many shots faced. The lad from Wall, New Jersey, slamming the door on Maurice. And the
Newnham.
hand's clear. You knew that was going to happen at some point.
Oh, of course. Max Newnham, the transfer from the NCAA D3 Nichols College. First season as a member of the Terrapins.
27 goals, 23 assists. In a word, wow.
And he broke the all-time single-season goals record last weekend against Ryder. He scored about 30 seconds in. Maryland ended up losing that game, but Newnham, he was talking about if he broke the record, it only took 30 seconds for him to do so.
Well, going into the last week of the regular season, there was 1 point separating the top 3 teams.
And
if that tells you anything about the parity in this conference.
That was a very close finish. Ryder, Delaware, and Maryland. Maryland lost those 2 games last
Green
weekend.
with the first shot from the right point, sticked away by Pelletier. Penalty coming up against Delaware's Austin Vecchio. As he takes the walk of shame. Tripping the call. 7:09 into the first period. So the Blue Hens are off to their first Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill of the night. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Nice clear by the Hens. Want to eat up as much time as possible. First penalty of the night. Tripp's going to look to get something started here.
Delaware penalty. Assessed to number 10, Austin Vecchio. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 7 minutes, 9 seconds in the first period. Vecchio 2 for tripping at 7:09. Touch pass from Tomaszewski off the cross ice feed was intercepted on its way to Healy. Back it came to Airy. Headman up the left wing boards found Eden. He works the puck into the Delaware end. It caroms to Healy at the far half wall, but a low stick check separates the puck from him. Rodriguez and Lowe in a 2-on-2. Lowe throws the puck toward the cage. It bounced off Rodriguez's stick. He was pressured by Eden as he cut toward the slot. Half the penalty to Vecchio has expired. Austin Vecchio, a solidly producing rookie for Delaware, 14 goals and 5 helpers on the season. He's made a big impact, but here,
I like the
his
way
absence is a conspicuous one.
Sorry, James, for cutting you off.
No, you're quite all right, Matt.
I like the way Lowe is playing tonight. He's had a lot of denials into the offensive zone for the Terps. Got a couple chances offensively as well.
Using that long wingspan on the forecheck to force errors in the Maryland zone.
And I thought he played really well last weekend too. I think he's definitely going to be one of the players to watch for the Hens tonight.
20 seconds to go on the power play. The shot from Newnham was blockered down on a side by Hooper. Penn pursuing the puck was slowed up by Drake at the Maryland line. Here come the Terrapins in again. Cross slot pass from Newnham landed on the stick of Kravitsky. His shot was saved by Hooper, so too the follow-up from Newnham at the far side. And Joey Hooper holds for a pause in play with just over 9 minutes elapsed in the first period. The Delaware Hockey Network is brought to you by the Law Office of Long & Greenberg, a new firm dedicated to providing top-notch legal services to those who have been injured in car crashes, at work, or have experienced other personal injury. Their team of experienced lawyers is passionate about justice and committed to delivering results, ready to tackle any legal challenge that comes their way. Schedule a free consultation by calling 302-466-LONG. That's 302-466-LONG, L-O-N-G.
Hooper just made a really good save there. It was a centering feed right on the stick of Andrew Muirhead, parked in the slot. Beautiful save. Hooper stood his ground. And just now he's able to deflect the puck out of play. So we'll have a face-off to his right.
Wilson and Quinn took the draw to Hooper's right. Quinn could not clear. Had some help ahead from Klein. Vecchio's got a one-on-one. Hard shot from 40 feet. Off Pelletier's pads. Puck is loose in front. A scrum in front of Pelletier. A couple shots missed. This puck is covered up. And we've got a pause in action nearing the halfway point of the first period. A great chance for Delaware. Shot from Vecchio into the pads. Klein crashes the net, tries for the follow-up. Puck lay loose about a foot away from the goal line. A mess of players from both sides came barreling in all around. Oy, oy, oy.
Big scramble in front of Pelletier.
And the last word goes to Henri Pelletier. He's been absolutely solid for the Maryland team all season. I almost said you guys.
Pelletier earning the second team goaltender award for the conference.
And we've got another man down. High sticking the call. 9:59 into the first period. Another Delaware trash can cleaning penalty kill coming the way of the Blue Hens. They killed off the Vecchio penalty with minimal issue. And now Mahalios is off for a high stick. Delaware penalty. Assessed to number 16, Dimitri Mahalios. 2 minutes for high sticking. Time of the penalty, 9 minutes 59 seconds in the first period. Mahalios minor for high sticking at 9:59. Puck handling mistake by Maryland brought play to a halt, forced a face-off in their end, and in workmanlike fashion, here come the Terrapins from right to left again. Newnham, the recipient of a Teske breakout pass, leaves the puck center point. Teske's shot ends up in Hooper's glove for another pause.
Teske, I believe that's at least his third shot and goal that I've seen. Hooper's been real good through traffic, shots from the point. Teske takes plenty of those. Max Newnham is another guy you got to watch with the puck. Not only does he win MVP, just the way he moves with the puck. It's different from other players. Once he has the puck, he's able to see things, create plays, split through the defense, especially on this Maryland power play.
The NCAA experience is certainly showing.
Oh, yeah.
His ability to read the play, like you said, just top shelf, no question.
And he's been really good playing with Trevor Drake. There's a shot by Duchesne.
That shot was at Duchesne. Yes, it was. Popped up in the air by Hooper to the far corner. Now Newnham at the center of a two-a-side battle for the puck. Rodriguez has it trapped at the kick plate. It is walked free by Kravitsky. Here's Teske around to Newnham. Bothered by Rodriguez at the far dot. And the Blue Hens' clearing attempt was all for naught. Newnham again. Bodied off the puck by Adrian Rodriguez. Swain couldn't recover it. Walking in was Kravitsky to generate a shot along the far side of the goal line. Some extracurricular activity between Rodriguez and Newnham. After the fact, Rodriguez dodged a check behind the goal. Newnham tried to line him up. That was borderline boarding there if it connected. And who took the worst of it? Maurice.
Yeah, it was Newnham and Rodriguez. Looked like they were pinning each other on the far side.
I know.
Along the boards. They wouldn't let go of each other. Not sure what that
I'm
was
interested
about.
to see what happens between them as the game progresses.
And it was well after the puck was gone. So
and they're still there. And then Rodriguez goes to play the puck, and Noonan takes a good 5 steps at him. 7:52 to go in the first period. Hooper makes save number 12 on as many shots faced, and we are yet scoreless from Iceland. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. This will be an icing, and a face-off will come back into the Delaware zone once again. Another Maryland face-off win. A Hunter Airy shot from downtown Trenton misses the far post. Will Joette backhands the rebound up into the atmosphere. Klein brings it down for Johnny Tomaitis. His shot from the right corner into the glove of Pelletier, who holds for a pause with 7:25 to go in the first period.
So Airy get a shot there. He's another defenseman on this Terps team that likes to shoot the puck. Then you saw Tomaitis take it the other way. Delaware hasn't really gotten too many offensive chances so far in the opening period, so Tomaitis trying to do something, throw the puck on net. Pelletier forced to cover for the whistle.
Quinn and DePoy took the face off to the left of Pelletier. Pat Flaherty's shot tipped on net by Quinn from closer in, but into Pelletier's pads. No Blue Hens were able to handle the rebound from close up. Brandon Chen, under forechecking heat from Vecchio, forced to hurry up his breakout pass. It's mishandled by DePoy in neutral territory. Vecchio couldn't walk it back through heavy traffic at the line. Chen again to Duchesne. Cross ice feed from him, intercepted by Vecchio. Launched in from long distance off the end boards. Chen fails to clear once again. Duchesne can't clear either. Saunders Penn protects the zone. Backhand from 35 feet through the legs of Jetson Koo, but turned wide from there. 6.5 minutes to go in a scoreless first period between the Maryland Terrapins and the Delaware Blue Hens. An even game so far in all things but shots. Delaware outshot early, 12-4, but the momentum has seemed to even itself.
Yeah, Maryland tripled the amount of shots so far, but really not too many good looks. They're shooting the puck. And Hooper's made some saves. Most of them have been through traffic or from deep range.
Rodriguez clears. Teske gloves the puck down. Delayed offside against Maryland. Gives the Hens a little bit of extra time to regroup. And again, Rodriguez skies this puck inside the Maryland blue line. Teske to Warner, who throws the puck diagonally off the corner boards in front of the ice resurfacer entry in the Delaware zone. This is cleared back by Lundstrom to center, volleyed in by Tomaszewski, patrolling the neutral zone for the Terps. Naumann's backhand rolls up the far boards into the Maryland zone. Chased down by both Nauman and Lundstrom, but ultimately recovered and walked free by Kravitsky. Kravitsky absorbs a green hip check round about the Delaware blue line, which separates him from the path of the puck. Lawson couldn't bring it down cleanly in the far corner. Surrounded by a trio of Maryland players, Lawson was stripped of the puck, but he had good support from Green, who migrates into the neutral zone. Lawson back on his feet, turns at the blue line, shovels the puck into the Maryland zone, and he'll hustle off for a change. Wogashin low on Mahalios will take this opportunity with a shot directed out of play to head back to the bench. And with 4:40 to go in the first period, it's a 0-0 hockey game. If there's an advantage, there's not much of one, but it does go the way of the Maryland Terrapins.
Saw Lowe looking for the pass there. As Hens are still in their own zone, but
Beganowski with a shot, caught and held by the sprawling Joey Hooper. He gets back on his feet as we take another look at this Beganowski shot. 4:24 to go in first period play. And the faceoff comes to Hooper's right. Small gallery joining us for this evening's game. And as it was Saturday, much more a gallery than a crowd.
Yeah. Both teams traveling up north to Hamilton, New Jersey.
A host of fans from both sides tuning in on both the Delaware Hockey Network and the Maryland Hockey Network on this simulcast feed, brought to you in high definition from between the benches at Iceland. The green shot was blocked. Buckman tried to work one net front, but it bounced beyond the reach of Swain. Swain canceled out by Brandon Chen, who leaves the puck to Healy. Back it comes to Healy, off the stick of Airy. Healy clears, watch out, Monty Ferguson. The native of Montreal, linesman Monty Ferguson. That puck was headed right for his shoulder. He had to duck pretty quick to get out of the way there, Matt.
That was Tucker Healy shooting that puck. I think he made a good play, stopping the Hens from getting that feed right in the slot in front of Pelletier. I think the Hens do a really good job of that, just parking right in front of the net. I'd like to see a little bit more
early
of
in
that.
the season, that was a trouble spot for the Hens, but they've certainly improved in terms of the net front battles, in terms of the battles in the corners. And that's made a world of difference for them in the second half of the season. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in Claymont, Delaware, not far from Fred Rust Arena, can cater your next group event offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken, along with a variety of sauces and sides that are sure to please any appetite. SidsBBQandJerky.com, the place to go to browse the menu and to place your next catering order. Last week, Matt, we had some of Sid's Barbecue, and your first impression?
James, it was fantastic. I think I had 4 pulled pork sliders.
They are pretty good.
They kept coming back for
and the
more.
Kansas City sauce, top shelf.
Oh, it was fantastic.
I know with senior night at Fred Rust Arena, there was a post-game spread for the team and their families, and Matt and I were fortunate enough to be invited to join and
put on a nice ceremony.
To have
well.
Sid's Barbecue as part of it, an absolute treat. Fifth Delaware shot covered up by Henri Pelletier. We like saying his name.
Absolutely. I mean, it's one of the few in this game, in this conference.
I know. The shot from from Lipinski is tipped up into the netting.
Speaking of Pelletier, he hasn't had too much action so far. There's the 6th Delaware shot.
And the draw stays inside. Back it comes to Sean Lipinski. This one tipped by Vecchio. He tried to go 5-hole on Pelletier, but to no avail. We're down to the final 2 minutes and change here in the first period from Iceland. Puck recovered by Chen. He backhands it beyond Lipinski, trying to hold center point. Lipinski on his horse recovers, but he's driven back a good 70 feet from where that play began. Lipinski to Klein. He gains center before launching the puck deep into Maryland territory. Cleared back by Chen the other way to Trevor Jake. Looked like he was bouncing the slither on the Hurley there momentarily. For those of you hurling fans tuning in, there aren't many of us. Vecchio's shot goes into the netting and out.
Another note about Pelletier there. I think even though he hasn't faced too many shots so far tonight, he does have very good positioning. You've seen a couple redirections from the hands. Pelletier has had good positioning to make the saves, those quick reactions there. So I think the times where he does face shots have been pretty good.
Not to mention, too, Matt, his growth from last year to this year, substantial.
Absolutely. I think there were times where team struggled a little bit, especially defensively in general. The Terrapins this year much improved.
Looks like an icing here with a minute and 10 seconds to go in period number 1. Swain in for the draw. This is brought back to neutral ice. Floated in by Nauman. Wogish is offside yet. Everybody tags up now. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Icing the other way waved off. Nauman pressured. Rodriguez pressured as well by Eden in the far corner. Swain works the puck free. Ryan Lowe with that long wingspan. Gains his own line but couldn't connect with Wogish on the breakout. That pass was intercepted by Healy, who rushes to the bench. Lowe again to Wogish. This play broken up inside the line by Tomaszewski. Nauman returns the puck to Lowe, who throws it in, but it's stick-checked offline into the near corner. We're down to the final 20 seconds of the first period. A scoreless first period from Iceland in Hamilton, New Jersey. Last rush of the period coming now. Liam Eden. We'll see his progress nullified, the result of an offside. 11 3/5 of a second to go in opening period play, and the face-off will come just above the Delaware line.
Well, 11.6 in the clock, James. We'll see if either team can get something going here. Delaware
Not much time left. Midas pushes the puck beyond the reach of Airy. Airy won the race back to it. Final 3 seconds tick away, and that, friends, will do it for the first period. Through one period, the Maryland Terrapins and the Delaware Blue Hens are scoreless. This is the Delaware Hockey Network, presented by Long and Greenberg. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area, and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagie's party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagie's, made only with the highest quality Thuman's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagie's on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
James Witherite and Matt Fusillo joining you live from Iceland in Hamilton, New Jersey, home of the 2023 Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference Playoffs semifinal action between Maryland and Delaware. Go in or go on or go home.
Yep.
The case today for both of these teams, and through one period, we're scoreless.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty back and forth hockey. Not too many golden looks in front of either goaltender, Hooper or Peltier. Maryland has 5 more shots than Delaware.
But I feel as though the later the period got, the momentum really evened out, especially toward the end. We saw in the last 3 minutes a flurry of activity from Delaware.
Yeah, Delaware started to get more shots on Pelletier toward the end of the first period, and I expect them to come out with even more here to start the second.
Second period brought to you by the Hooper family, longtime supporters of the Delaware Hockey Network, longtime supporters of University of Delaware Blue Hens hockey, and of today's Maryland-Delaware joint coverage of this mock semifinal. Lowe holds the left point, off his backhand, unable to work the puck in as he's slowed up by Liam Eden right in front of the Delaware bench. This puck trickles beyond the reach of Rodriguez and is recovered by Wogish deep in his own zone. Cross-ice pass to Nauman. More space up the far side. He chips the puck off the far glass, but it's brought down by Tomaszewski. Stripped from him by Wogish, absorbing a check by Drake into the near wall. He gets the puck in deep, where Teske rolls it back the other way. Beganowski clears, but missed his man Healy on the breakout attempt, so Dylan Green had time and space galore to recover behind the Delaware goal. That being said, Green's guilty of an icing. And we've got a pause in play with 78 seconds to go. Or rather, 78 seconds elapsed in the second period.
And also, go back to
I need coffee.
No, you're doing a great job, James. You do it all, too. For those of you watching at home, you don't see the setup that James has.
We try to downplay that part, Matt. The Aries shot pickpocketed. Here comes Tomaitis. Johnny Tomaitis with a hard shot from 15 feet. He had time and space, but Henri Pelletier had all the answers.
Looked like Tomaitis just trying to go low on Pelletier there.
It all starts with a turnover at the blue line. Tomaitis coming in up the right dots had, I guess we can call that a breakaway. But Henri Pelletier stepped up to the edge of the crease, played the angle beautifully.
He did. I mean, that's what I was saying last period. He's been having great positioning so far tonight. Got something going on here.
Not sure as to what, but
Maryland wants the offensive zone face-off.
looks like it's going to come back to center. Quinn pursues. Airy controls. Kravitsky left the puck to his left. The Noonan shot was wide. Lipinski throws a hip onto Drake. Walking in was Noonan. Close-up shot rang off the post. Drake again. Double-teamed. Cycles to Noonan. Centering pass to Kravitsky was blocked offline. This puck goes all the way up ice. It will not be an icing. Chen works it behind his own goal to Hunter Airy. Airy pursued by the forechecking Klein. Sends a breakout pass well through traffic, 2/3 the length of the ice. And this comes back an icing with 17:37 to go in the second period. And who's going to end up with the attacking zone face-off this time? The Delaware Blue Hens.
Back and forth, James. You also talked about Trevor Drake and Max Noonan. Noonan on the ice right now. They both play very well together, have great chemistry. Drake normally feeds Noonan with all the goals that he has, but great two players together.
That net front feed to Vecchio from Quinn resulted in a shot that was stick-checked off its line right from the edge of the blue paint. Chen hassled by Vecchio, driven into the near corner board, separated from the puck. It rolls behind the cage. Airy winds up, clears. This is gloved down at center by Flaherty, but control is maintained by, again, Max Noonan. Noonan failed to run the gauntlet cleanly here. A shot from Andrew DePoy ends up in Hooper's glove for a break in play. 3 minutes into the second.
Very active glove so far tonight, Joey Hooper. Maryland, a lot of deep range shots, straight to the glove side, covers for the whistle. Not a lot of rebounds allowed by the Delaware netminder.
This was nearly cleared by Rodriguez, but gloved out of play by Teske.
Face off in the same spot. The two number 16s, DePoy and Mahalios.
Looked like it went the way of DePoy initially, but Lawson on a fast break moved play as far as his own blue line. Mahalios clears to Lundstrom this time round. Lundstrom fans on the puck, working up neutral. Tomaszewski failed to work it back into the Delaware zone. However, Takis does. Tomaszewski absorbs a check from Nauman in close. Hooper lost his paddle, vying for the puck. This is brought back to him by Mahalios as play works up ice. Lawson leads it 2-on-2. Lawson's shot blocked by Teskey's skates. This puck rolls behind the cage out to the near half wall, maintained by Rodriguez. Centered by Lundstrom, but beyond Lawson's reach. We've hit the 4-minute mark of the second period. There is no score from Iceland. Winner of this game faces the winner of Stevenson and Ryder. It's worth noting the Stevenson Mustangs yesterday scored the first playoff win in program history in their sixth season, defeating Drexel 4-1, capped by a pair of empty net goals in the final minute and 1 second.
Got to be a very feel-good moment, especially for Coach Ergo of Stevenson. They're actually scoreless right now, 0-0 after the first period.
They're scoreless as well.
Yep.
Lawson looking for the first goal of the night was steered wide by Tomaszewski. Wogish waits, Lawson tags up, Wogish enters. Drop pass to Green at the right point. He's spun off his feet by Muirhead. Swain recovers at center for Delaware. Cross ice feed, bounces off Lowe's stick. He regains control of the puck in front of his own bench, throws it into the far corner, where Muirhead absorbs a hip check from Wogish. They collide, and their collective momentum carries them toward the net. And meanwhile, Muirhead back on his feet, regains the puck, headmans it to Warner. Warner 1-on-1. Shot from 40 feet was batted down by Hooper, dropping down to the butterfly right as he did. Puck is recovered finally in the near corner by Delaware's Josh Flom, cleared by Lowe. Here comes Swain. Swain hassled by Airy, steered behind the cage, failed on the wraparound, got a shove after the fact, and a puck into the rafters out of play gives us a pause in action with 14 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the second period. We are yet scoreless from Iceland, and the Delaware Blue Hens are gifted an attacking zone faceoff on that failed clear.
And the Blue Hens have had a guy ready for that outbreak all throughout the night so far. They have a guy ready to peel out the defensive zone, get a potential good look on Peltier.
Breakout, Matt. We don't want to use the word outbreak the way the world is right now.
That's true. Breakout. Not looking to start another.
No goal. That one off the crossbar. Off the stick of Tucker Healy. Isaac Kessler right on the line, said that bounced down and forward. Saunders Penn lofts one off the corner glass. Flaherty bulldozes in. He gets the puck back. Pelletier with a pad save. Saunders battles for the rebound in the near corner of the Maryland zone. It's pitchforked free by Johnny Tomaitis. Chen recovers, throws this off the near half wall, but Flaherty holds the point. His shot was blocked by Eden's leg, and this puck is cleared up the far wall by Healy. Eden returns it back into his own zone. Hens use the opportunity for a change. And Jetson Koo clears. Puck is volleyed back in from center. Quinn couldn't bring it down in the slot. His momentum carries him to the far wall. Meanwhile, Nauman stands up Beganowski as they battled for position higher in the zone. Again they collide. Nauman stands his ground yet again. Past the 7-minute mark of the second period. The temperature's starting to creep up here at Iceland.
As Maryland that didn't like the hits against Beganowski there. I think they were trying to make the case he didn't have the puck.
The question that Delaware had, though, was who initiated them. Did Beganowski initiate or did Nauman initiate? Hard to tell.
It's a good counter, James.
And on those 50-50 plays, you're either going to take both or take none. Lowe lost his feet. Swain gets the puck back to Lowe. Centered to Wogish. Wrist shot off Pelletier's pads. Swain couldn't bring down the rebound. This is thrown by Rodriguez into Pelletier's glove for a break.
Pelletier made some real sharp saves there on that last shift. As we've been saying throughout the night, real good positioning so far tonight.
Absolutely. Lowe's shot. Tipped aside easily by Henri Pelletier. Duchesne clears. DePoy up the right side, puts on the brakes at the half wall. Centering pass, nobody home. Lowe intercepts it easily. Buckman the other direction. Stick handles to try to generate space from the back, checking Teske, centering pass, Swain. No dice on the doorstep. Lowe couldn't bring down the rebound. Pelletier swatted the puck away from him. This rolls back into the Delaware zone with 8.5 minutes gone in the second period of a scoreless as yet hockey game from Iceland. Whew.
A good one so far.
Wogish, no! Here's the last of those chances. Low through traffic, leaves the puck to Joey Wogish on the welcome mat. And Henri Pelletier comes up for save number 12. How do you like that on the replay, Matt?
That came so close to sneaking 5-hole.
It really did. So nice being able to come back to these close plays, watch them a second time, and break them down even further for the folks at home.
Very advantageous having the replay system, James.
Lawson one-on-one. Shot over the glove of Pelletier, but into the glass. Mahalios to Lawson again. He took some time to reel the puck in, couldn't generate the shot he'd hoped. Back it comes to Nick Lawson from Flom. Lawson leaves this high to Flaherty. D-to-D pass around the horn to Flom. Thrown in from long range off the backboards. Mahalios working below the goal. Couldn't control the puck. Muirhead hassled him. Mahalios gets it back now, but he failed to run the gauntlet. Brandon Chen poke check stripped the puck from him. Tomaitis barrels in from the left half wall. He skates a tight circle in the corner. Centering feed, sails past Joette. Stepping up was Flaherty with a shot from the right half boards. This is caught and held by Pelletier for a pause near the halfway point of the second period, and we are yet scoreless. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning today at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Eden battled for the puck in the near corner. It came down to Joette. Tomaitis couldn't generate a shot. Other direction for Maryland comes Patrick Beganowski. The pole was bothered upon gaining the line. His stick lifted amid a shot attempt. This puck bounces in front of the Maryland bench area. Swatted in deep by Teske, recovered by Rodriguez. Nauman off the D-to-D pass, finds Joette up the middle. Will Joette throws the puck from center red in behind the Maryland goal where Pelletier steadies. Sweeping in was Tomaitis. Net front setup, nobody home, just a sea of red sweaters camping out in front of Henri Pelletier, who saved all 14 shots that he's faced. His counterpart, Joey Hooper, has stopped all 17. Jake Quinn bobbing and weaving his way through net front traffic, lost his shot lane. The puck on the stick of Tomaitis in the near corner. Again to Quinn, taken away net front by Beganowski. Head man to Eden. Here's a 2-on-2 for Maryland. Eden puts the brakes on. Long shot from the left point. Sticked by Hooper into the near corner. And this is cleared by Tomaitis. Icing waved off. The foot race to the puck was dead even.
That was a nice play by Vecchio there to negate the icing, hustling back.
For those of you used to the USA Hockey rulebook, hybrid icing the case here in the collegiate game, where in the ACHA we do use the NCAA rulebook. Hybrid icing is in effect. The linesman judges who will win the race to the puck at the top of the circles. And from there, his determination is what stands. If it's even or goes the way of the attacking player, no icing. Otherwise, it comes back. 8 minutes remaining in the second period. And for a scoreless game, this one has been chock full of action from the beginning.
And this second period has been flying compared to the first as well. I think Maryland's got to do a better job of keeping Delaware to the outside. You see the Hens. Tomaitis has been doing it a lot, among others. They've been really parking right in front of Pelletier. Got to keep the puck outside.
This is thrown all the way up ice by Henri Pelletier. It will come back in icing with 7:35 to go in the second period and no score. There's a new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, and more. The shot from Flaherty bounced off Pelletier's pads. He was pretty badly screened, but there was nobody home for the rebound. 412communications.com, the place to go to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. Here's Pat Swain up the right side. Kept wide by Airy on his way deeper into the Maryland zone. Wogish tries to protect the puck. Swain's got it pinned to the dashes in the corner by Hunter Airy. This nearly brought free by Trevor Drake. Now from the battle, the puck ends up clear to the blue line. Recovered by Delaware's Pat Flaherty, taken away by Newnham. 2-on-2. Newnham shot sky high into the corner glass. This rolls back to the point, which Teske held successfully. Drake to Tomaszewski. A long cannon from the point. Handled well by Joey Hooper. He's answered every call that's been asked of him so far. 19 shots, 19 saves.
Yeah, I think that was Maryland's best chance of the period. They were better in the first, haven't had too many looks so far in the second. It's been mostly Delaware.
And here a shot lobbed in by Ryan Lowe. Ends up in Henri Pelletier's glove with 6:13 to go in the second period and no score. Two solid goalies bringing their A-plus games so far tonight. And the face-off to the left of Henri Pelletier. Goes Delaware's way. Mahalios' shot was an errant one, though. Backhand pass from Duchesne. Bounces off to Poise stick. The other 16, Dimitri Mahalios, brings this puck back into Maryland territory. His shot from the bottom of the right circle. Caught and held by Henri Pelletier for save number 18.
Another quick reaction by Pelletier. He's been sharp tonight, so is Hooper.
Who's going to crack first? And what'll be on the menu tonight?
That's a good question. We will find out.
Will it be chicken parm or turtle soup? We'll find out. At this rate, it's anybody's guess, Matt.
Turtle soup. I don't know about, I don't know how many people have eaten that before.
I don't know. Admittedly, I haven't. Duck, on the other hand. I've eaten some strange things over the years. Bone marrow.
Bone marrow?
Yeah.
How'd you like that?
It was all right. I don't know if I do it again, but...
Well, you got to try it once.
When on one's honeymoon in San Francisco in the Napa Valley, you take in all the delicacies that are recommended by the locals.
Well, James, there's a lot of crab soup on our campus, being from College Park, but not any turtle soup. Not that I have seen.
That might not be taken on too kindly. Johnny Tomitis lofts this puck out of the Delaware zone, but it's brought down over the center logo by Brandon Chen before Saunders Penn could get into position to field the breakout. Penn bodied Chen off the puck. They got tied up in the corner, net front scrum, and a hand pass is ruled on the play, and it looked like Pelletier just either slashed or, I don't want to say speared because that's a little bit severe of an accusation, but that's what it looked like from here, Matt.
Yeah, a little bit of huddling in front of him. I'm not sure. Couldn't get too good of a look, but continued disagreements, as we've seen throughout the course of the night, picking up as each minute passes by.
Looks to be no goal. A hand pass ruled on the play. So the Terrapins come barreling back into the Delaware zone. Puck tipped off the toe of Blake Warner's stick, goes into the netting and out of action.
See Maryland get
but
a change.
it was ruled off a Delaware player, so this is going to stay inside.
Yep. See Maryland get a nice change here, bring the first line back onto the ice, see if they can create something in the offensive zone.
Can the big guns make it happen? Biganowski absorbs a hip check in the far corner from Green. Both teams laying it all on the line tonight. Even race to the puck in the corner. Penn and Teske. Penn taken down below the goal. The Delaware faithful want a call. They're not going to get one from Isaac Kessler here. Quinn steers this puck across near side to Flom. Now Klein walks it in over the stripe. Centered to Quinn, trying to muscle through traffic. He got a shot away. Delayed penalty coming up. It will be against Maryland. And the first primo power play of the game is coming up for the Blue Hens. We'll see what Isaac Kessler has to say. Tucker Healy off for hooking.
Healy doesn't like the call, but quite often, player that commits a penalty does not like the call.
Generally not. So the first primo power play of the game begins for Delaware. You too can score on the primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a primo. Maryland penalty. Assessed to number 5, Tucker Healy. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 19 seconds of the second period. Healy, 2 for hooking at 16:19. Final 200 seconds of the second period of a scoreless hockey game. You said the first goal was going to be key, Matt, whenever we set this game up at the beginning of the show.
Even bigger now.
That first goal is getting more and more valuable.
Oh, yeah.
With every passing millisecond. Swain gloves the puck down in the near corner, takes hits from both sides. Airy plays the body on Klein. Net front feed from Nauman. Swain couldn't redirect it on the doorstep. Back it comes to Rodriguez at the right point. To Lowe. He's challenged by Chen at the half wall, and Brandon Chen rifles this puck clear to burn some time off the Healy hooking minor. Changing of the guard on both sides. A botched breakout from Nauman, nearly intercepted by Newnham. Here's a 3-on-2. The Hens regroup. Wogish to Quinn. Now Joette holding center point. His shot from high was kicked to the near corner by Pelletier. Back it comes to Quinn. Quinn walks just inside the line. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Another botched shot. Another clear by Chen.
Nice block by Max Newnham. Then Chen gets the puck right to his stick and fires on the length of the ice.
That leaves us with just 10 seconds to go on this Primo power play for the Blue Hens. Green chips the puck off the far boards, but it's brought back the other way by Newnham, and a 2-on-2 slapper into the netting and out of play with 100 seconds to go in the second period.
Well, Newnham loves to shoot in that left side. Even though he's playing right wing, he loves the left. Comes in quite so often on that left side. Fires got deflected just out of play into the netting. Newnham goes to the bench.
And the shot off the attacking zone draw from Tomaszewski at the point is caught and held by Hooper. Saves 20-20 with 96 seconds to go in the second. At this rate, Matt, the first goal might be the only one. I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
Lipinski floats the puck clear over the stick of Teske, and it skitters back deep into the Maryland end. 75 seconds to go in the second period. Tomaszewski's breakout was long. Green recovers. Lundstrom ties up Beganowski, vying for the puck at the far half wall of the Delaware end. 1 minute remaining of the period. 1 minute. Another botched breakout. Eden held the zone. Beganowski driven to the near wall by Lawson. Lipinski scraps for the puck in the corner. He tries to generate some space, turning his direction quickly. Beganowski bobbles. Mahalios can't push clear as Airy protects the right point. This puck caroms behind the goal. Mahalios out the far side is slowed up by Newnham as they collide. The Hens in workmanlike fashion get past center. Lundstrom dumps the puck in. Delaware hustles off for a change. Pelletier plays the puck back the other way. Airy stripped of it at center. Wogish to Swain, who's bodied down from behind. And with 14 seconds to go in the second period, another Primo power play awaits the Blue Hens. A charging minor on Maurice Max Newnham. Another Primo power play coming up for the Blue Hens. You too can score on the Primo power play. Baltimore Pike, Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or online at primohoagies.com. Final shot from Rodriguez. Sticked away, and that will do it for the second period. Through 40 minutes. Still no score between Maryland and Delaware at the end of 2 periods.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagies party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagies, made only with the highest quality Thumann's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg, James Witherite, Matt Facillo, Ethan Posner, our videographer tonight for Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference playoff action from Iceland in Hamilton, New Jersey, just outside Trenton, not far from the building once known as Sovereign Bank Arena, former home of the Trenton Titans of the ECHL, and now sometimes home of the Rider University Bronx. How about that?
James, you know it all.
No, not even close. What I do know, though, is this third period will start with the Delaware Blue Hens on a primo power play as Max Noonan was ruled off for a charge, 1946. Into the second period, so plenty of primo power play time for these Delaware Blue Hens to get the third going. They've got a minute and a half with the man advantage yet and a fresh sheet of ice to work with. Rodriguez herded back deep into his own zone, steadies now. He's on with Nauman, Lowe, Klein, and Swain. Graham Klein streaks up the left wing boards, takes a high shoulder check in the corner from Takas. Rodriguez shot bounces off Pelletier's waffle board. Rebound brought down by Joseph Takas, but not clear. Lowe can't chip the puck past Takas up the far boards. Lowe's pinned in the far corner. The reaching stick of Brian Teskey slows him up. This comes back to Nauman, holding the left point opposite side of where he usually plays. This giveaway to Teskey results in a long clear. Puck steadied by Joey Hooper, who saved 20 of 20 shots in the first 40 minutes of play. His counterpart 178 feet away, Henri Pelletier, saved 21 of 21. A goaltender's duel for the ages.
This is really a goaltender's duel, James. I mean, both of them have been fantastic so far tonight. You're saying last period, are we going to get one goal this game? Who knows?
Well, we're going to have to because somebody has to advance.
One goal, the only goal.
It's like football in a lot of ways. How many 1-0 matches do you see?
Generally in
and no, not the American kind either.
These past games as well. You see a lot of 8-5 games. 9-7.
Back to Green. Will Joette bobbled the puck in the corner. Eden took it away. Headman to Beganowski as the Terps go back to full strength. Beganowski slowed up at the top of the near circle by Flaherty. Gets some support in the form of Eden. This puck rolls behind the Delaware goal to the far corner. Sticked at by Tucker Healy. Left back to the point, and Brian Teskey. Long shot was blocked off its intended target. Time and space for Liam Eden. Hooper steps up to the edge of the crease, makes the pad save that he needed to. Eden protects the left point, but gives this away to Flaherty. Flaherty surveys his options, flips the puck as far as the Maryland blue line where Teskey awaited. Time for a changing of the guard both ways. That shot bounced off the wrong side of the cage. Back it came to Tomaitis. Up the middle comes Saunders Penn. Penn from the left half wall after being angled there, throws the puck low. Tomaitis to Nauman. Shot from the right point wide of the far post. We're at the 3-minute mark of the third period of a scoreless hockey game from Iceland in Hamilton, New Jersey. Maryland is offside.
Well,
Whew.
Not only are there no goals, James, but not too many penalties either. That Maryland penalty, just the fourth of the game, second for the Terps.
Isaac Kessler and John Crayley letting the boys play tonight, but, you know, every penalty, legitimate.
Yeah, and there could have been more penalties as well tonight for both teams.
That shot off the post from Newnham, so close. And then after the fact, Johnny Tomaitis was bodied down well after the play. He lumbers back to the bench. And we'll see what Isaac Kessler has to say. Looks like we're going to be 4 aside. Newnham's off. We are going to go 4 aside as confirmed by Isaac Kessler. Coincidental penalties, 3 minutes and 16 seconds into the third period as a result of the post-whistle altercation. Face-off comes to the right of Hooper. Maryland penalty assessed to number 26, Max Newnham. 2 minutes for roughing. Delaware penalty assessed to number 27, Graham Klein. 2 minutes for cross-checking. Time of the coincidental penalties, 3 minutes, 16 seconds in the third period. Newnham, 2 for roughing. Klein, 2 for cross-checking. Time of the coincidental penalties, 3:16 in the third period. So we're 4 on 4 now for the next minute and 20 seconds. Swain forced back into his own zone by Airy. Leaves the puck to Adrian Rodriguez, who clears his zone but gives it away to Brandon Chen. A rarity here, a skater wearing number 31. We don't see that every day, Matt.
We've been talking about that quite a lot this season. You do not see that very often.
Likewise, Maryland's backup goalie Aiden Jones wearing 32. Usually you see that worn by defensemen.
A little bit of a flip-flop, but 31. Very interesting number for a defenseman.
or any skater for that matter.
Any skater.
Ferguson says no icing here. And Tomaszewski leaves the puck to Muirhead in the near corner. Daniel Tomaszewski from Rockville, Maryland, who spells his last name the anglicized way, works play up the fireboards. Green brings it down, but he'll be guilty of an icing with 5 minutes and change gone in the third period.
See if Maryland can get anything started here on this offensive zone faceoff. They got their big goal scorer Noonan still in the box. Eden and Healy, their other two top guys in offense, on the ice though.
10 seconds left on the Forest side play. Healy separated from the puck by Austin Vecchio. He drives play back to center. Teske recovers. Healy just held the line. He tried to throw the puck in close. Lipinski turned it away. Wogish made a beeline for the puck behind the cage, but Henri Pelletier steered it beyond his reach. Green dumps it back in. Saunders Penn. We said Penn, the back of his sweater says Saunders, his first name on it.
Probably doesn't help with his first name with the back of the jersey, right?
You do see that in football a fair bit, though. And again, not the American kind. Buckman at the left point. To Saunders Penn.
There you go.
To Midas. Around the horn to Flaherty. The low man is Will Joette. He couldn't get stick on puck in the low slot as he was bodied away from it by Healy. 6 minutes gone of the third period of a scoreless hockey game. Good puck movement around the perimeter of the zone for Delaware. Buckman rolls this behind the cage to Tomaitis. The pass back to Joette was intercepted by Eden. Eden puts on the brakes, centering feed, bounces off Healy's stick. Joette clears. Ferguson waves off the icing. Tomaitis nearly angled Koo off the puck. Jetson Koo takes a tumble below the goal as he and Penn collide. Here comes Noonan through traffic. He lost the puck in the high slot. Nauman brings it back across neutral ice. Given away to Teske. To Noonan again. Centering pass up high, trying to reel the puck in off the Drake shot was Hooper. To no avail, another close-up shot. This came from Kravitsky. Kravitsky in the far corner looking to add to his 7-goal total on the season. Double teamed by a pair of Blue Hens. Now the puck is taken away by Austin Vecchio and pushed clear of the reaching Brian Teske. We're coming to the 7.5-minute mark of the third period. We are scoreless at Iceland. And oh, what a hockey game it is. Graham Klein tried to leave the puck to Vecchio below the goal, but Teske took it away. Drake clears. The volley returned by Klein at center. Flom. Headmans to Vecchio. Shot right into the breadbasket of Henri Pelletier, who holds with 12:11 to go. In third period action, no score shots even, 23 aside. The Delaware Hockey Network brought to you by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg, a new law firm dedicated to providing top-notch legal services to individuals who have been injured in car wrecks, on the job, or have experienced other personal injury. Our team of experienced lawyers, or I should say their team of experienced lawyers, are passionate about justice and committed to delivering results, ready to tackle any legal challenge that comes their way. Get in touch today to schedule a free consultation, 302-466-LONG, and it's worth noting that evening and virtual appointments are available. Once again, that number, 302-466-LONG, or visit injuryde.com in the coming days. The website is still in the works and should be unveiled in the days to come. 11.5 minutes to go in regulation. As extra periods go, if we need them, we'll play as many as necessary to determine a winner. At the midpoint of the second period, Stevenson and Ryder were scoreless as well.
How do you like that? 0 goals for 4 teams.
Here's Green looking to change it right now. No, sir! Henri Pelletier with save 24, keeping this a scoreless hockey game. Dylan Green up the right wing boards, goes coast to coast. Hard wrist shot from the outside of the near circle. Pelletier squares up, but he hangs on for dear life. Race on the other way. Chase Wilson threw the puck in close. Hooper swatted it to the near corner. No icing, says Monty Ferguson, as Tomaszewski throws this in from his own line. Mahalios works the puck behind the goal to Denver Lundstrom, taken away from him by the forechecking Andrew Muirhead. He and Mahalios got tied up below the cage. Lawson couldn't clear. Chesky protected at the right point. Flaherty recovers for the Hens, nearing the halfway point of the third period of this 0-0 hockey game. I'll bet you a cup of turtle soup it ends up 1-0.
My goodness, James. What a game so far.
I know,
He's picking
man.
up.
Tomaitis couldn't get past Koo in the near corner. Beganowski recovers but does not clear. Nauman's shot from the right point took a hop to the far corner. Rodriguez holds the zone after Tomaitis got the puck to him, bodied out of the play by Eden. Koo in the far corner rolls the puck below the goal. Hunter Aries skies this up the middle, beyond the reach of the pursuing Patrick Beganowski, but it comes back to Tucker Healy. Healy gains the Delaware line. Eden hacked at by Penn, slowed up by Nauman just above the left dot. Puck ends up in the corner. Penn recovers, but he gives it away. Noonan on the doorstep. No, says Joey Hooper. We're going to see that one again, Matt. Wraparound chance from Max Noonan, forcing Joey Hooper to go post to post. 24 shots, 24 saves for the Delaware netminder, and the same can be said for Henri Pelletier.
And it was also Tucker Healy that started that play. Close to center ice, the stick lift on Saunders Penn. Got the puck in the offensive zone. Then Eden and Noonan with the puck, and you saw in the replay that nice save by Hooper.
Here's Vecchio back the other direction. Drop pass to Quinn. Shot from 40 feet was blocked. Quinn gets the puck back, barreling through the slot, but he's tied up by Kravitsky. This goes into the rafters and out of play. With 8:43 to go in regulation. 412 Communications and the Delaware Hockey Network provide the following as a public service announcement. From any state in America, the number 988 can be called to provide you immediate access to trained mental health counselors for you or a loved one. Consider dialing 988 for resources, referrals, and immediate assistance for mental health concerns. You can learn more about it at 988lifeline.org. Klein could not hold the zone. Duchesne failed to walk through the neutral zone. Before recovering was Vecchio for the Hens. Teskey chips the puck off the corner glass. It comes back to him from Buckman. He lofts this up ice, glove down by DePoy. 2-on-1 for Maryland. DePoy shot over the corner of the crossbar. That was almost it, Matt. Great chance, a 2-on-1. Chen denied here by Hooper, who sticks the puck into the netting. Behind him and out of play with just under 8 minutes to go in regulation.
Good 2-on-1 look for the Terps. Andrew DePoy
Great 2-on-1 look.
We've seen a few of those this third period, and it just continues to pick up each play for both sides.
Healy and Swain take the draw to the left of Hooper. This launched over the crossbar again by Brandon Chen. That's good for 3 points on Sunday, but none today.
Yep.
Little Steely Dan played by the in-arena organist here at Iceland.
I wonder who the in-arena organist is.
Well, if you know, you know. He keeps his identity hidden. It's like the celery guy at the Wilmington Blue Rocks games, if you're familiar with minor league baseball in Delaware. Low net front feed to Swain, broken up. Eden clears. Flaherty recovers. They're tied up in front of the referee's crease. This puck is dumped into the Delaware zone, brought back out. Joette to Tomaitis. And now Rodriguez tries to gain space from Hunter Airy, who had the angle to the puck in the corner. He also had back-checking help from Brian Teske. Airy clears. Penn gains center before winding back up and carrying the puck deep into the Maryland zone again. 6.5 minutes to go in regulation. A nothing hockey game. Once the proverbial lamp is lit, I'd ordinarily say the crowd would erupt. We know the benches will erupt. I don't know if the crowd will tonight because we've got more of a gallery than a crowd, but at least here inside the glass mat, it's pretty darn electric.
Well, there have been 9 goals in the first 2 games between these two teams. And after all this time, 0 so far.
Tomaitis' shot from the near half boards was blockered high and away by Pelletier. 5:40 to go. Noonan off the pad of Hooper. Handling the rebound was Kravitsky, but he couldn't set up Drake on the doorstep. Was a great backdoor chance, too, if only the pass were good. Vecchio chips the puck past Chen the other direction. He chases it below the goal. He waits for the reinforcements to come in. Cycled to Quinn. Thrown across ice off the far boards. Travis Duchesne clears. Down to the final 5 minutes of regulation. In comes Austin Vecchio, but he's pushed to the far corner by Chen after trying to angle in from the top of the left circle. To a side scrum for the puck. Develops directly behind Pelletier. Won by Quinn. Lipinski with a hard shot. Sailing wide of the near post. Is held in by Green, stepping up to the half wall. Nearly taken away by Takas. Recovered by Wogish, who draws a trip in close. And the Hens are going to go to the Primo power play. 4 minutes and 38 seconds to go. A costly penalty for the Maryland Terrapins, and Brandon Chen will put the turkey on the table for the Delaware Blue Hens with inside 5 to go, Matt.
Golden opportunity for the Hens here. Under 5 minutes left. Maryland's been racking up the penalties a little bit. Delaware started off with the first 2.
And then the last 3 have gone against the Terrapins. Maryland penalty assessed to number 31, Brandon Chen. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes, 22 seconds of the third period. Chen, 2 for tripping at 15:22. The net front feed to Quinn saw his shot go sky high. Tomaszewski muscles his way beyond his own blue line, dumps the puck in. Enough space for a change behind him. 4 minutes to go in regulation. No score. Wogish up the left wing boards. Net front set up to Lowe, covering up the puck on the doorstep is Henri Pelletier once again. Another net front feed, but Pelletier with the last word.
And I think these Maryland penalty killers have got to keep the puck to the outside a little bit more. Pelletier, I think he's bailed out the defense a little bit tonight.
25 times, in fact. Klein lost his footing of his own volition. Swain set up a Rodriguez one-timer. Low, back across the line to Nauman. That shot from Klein was blocked down. Swain again, 3:15 to go. 35 seconds on the Chen penalty. Klein drop pass to Ryan Lowe in the corner. Lowe circles below the goal. Sets up Klein on the slot. He bobbled the puck momentarily. That gave time for Andrew Depoy to turn the pressure on him. Rodriguez from downtown, caught and held by Henri Pelletier again.
Well, it was a good play by Depoy, keeping the puck to the outside, buying the Terps a little bit of time. Hens got it to the point and firing it right into the chest of Pelletier.
Graham Klein in for the faceoff. Finds Lowe. Lowe, net front feed. Swain's stick was lifted on the doorstep by Tomaszewski. Rodriguez holds the line. 6 seconds to go in the power play. This is cleared by Eden. No, it isn't. He was stick checked on the clearing attempt. Now Eden punches the puck free. Nauman recovers at center. The Terps have gone full strength. 2.5 minutes to go in regulation. Maryland and Delaware 0-0.
Boy, what a good penalty kill. Big time. Adds to the drama of this game.
Centering pass from Beganowski beyond the reach of Healy. Puck ends up in the near corner where Sean Lipinski recovers. Final 2 minutes of regulation. Tomaszewski lofts the puck up ice to Beganowski. Kravitsky tied up by the reaching stick of Sean Lipinski. Airy holds the zone. He shoots from 35 feet into the glove of Joey Hooper again. And Kravitsky trying to plead his case to linesman Monty Ferguson about something after the fact.
And Airy, who shot that puck, he's got 7 goals in the year. Almost all of them have come toward the latter half of the season.
And Maryland's going to take their timeout, so will we. Here on the Delaware Hockey Network, we will be right back.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagie's party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagie's, made only with the highest quality Thuman's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagie's on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Back inside with 100 seconds to go. Maryland and Delaware still looking for that elusive first goal. Nauman at center. Midas backhands the puck in deep. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Here's Lowe. Rolling the puck in below. Drake bats it back the other way. Wogish back in through traffic, slowed up by Tomaszewski. Healy give and go with Drake. Healy tied up by Green at the top of the circle. Puck trickles in to the crease of Joey Hooper, who holds for the pause with 22 seconds to go in regulation.
My goodness.
I don't know, Matt.
There are almost no words, James.
And it's a hard thing to make either of us speechless. Puck is tied up at center as the horn sounds to signal the end of the third period. At the end of regulation, no score between Maryland and Delaware. Will be back after the intermission. Welcome back inside the Delaware Hockey Network and the Maryland Hockey Network's coverage of the 2023 Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference playoffs. Brought to you by the Law Office of Long and Greenberg. Through regulation, no score between the University of Maryland Terrapins and the University of Delaware Blue Hens. James Witherite and Matt Fusillo joining you on the airwaves. Ethan Posner, our videographer tonight. And we're about to get going with the first of as many 20-minute overtimes as we need. A look at the overtime rules. 20-minute periods as necessary. Play continues 5-on-5, sudden victory, so that means the next goal will be the only goal.
Yep.
And the determining goal. Whichever team scores advances to tomorrow's conference championship game against the winner of Ryder and Stevenson. They were deadlocked 1-1 at the midpoint of the third period.
And Ryder just actually got a goal. They're up 2-1. They scored with about 11 minutes left.
So the top seed looking to put down the knee and run out the clock. Meanwhile, here before us, an evenly matched game the whole way. Trevor Drake was bodied down upon gaining the Delaware line. This puck is lofted over the glass and out by Beganowski.
Well, who knows? We could get a goal within the next few minutes, or it could be shades of the Lightning and Blue Jackets. You never know.
If the latter, I hope the concession stand has coffee.
You said that in the first period. That was like 2 hours ago.
If there are any constants in my world, one of them is coffee. And I think we all know that as this Max Newnham shot ends up in Joey Hooper's glove for save number 29.
Unfortunately, James, I cannot relate. I am not a coffee drinker.
Your day will come.
It very well may.
Your day will come, young grasshopper. Lipinski to Saunders Penn. Penn and Chen converge in the near corner. Penn caroms the puck low. It is brought the other way by Kravitsky, but the breakout pass intended for Drake will come back in icing. 18:20 to go in regulation. Joe Carter and company not fond of the icing call.
Yeah, Maryland players on the bench did not like that call. Even Trevor Drake, you don't really hear him vocal toward the officials, but he did not like that one.
Kravitsky and Quinn square off to the left of Henri Pelletier. This puck goes into the rafters and out. Face off to the left of Pelletier again. Kravitsky and Quinn square off yet again. Looked like Kravitsky cheated on the draw there and angled in right before the puck came down, and Quinn took exception to that and dropped him right over the dot. Play continues on unabated. The Hens recover in their own zone. The breakout from Buckman to Vecchio did not connect. Flaherty recovers. This puck is tipped into the netting and out of play with 2 minutes and 6 seconds gone in this 20-minute overtime period.
Well, Newnham is having a lot of conversations tonight with the officials, really all throughout the night. Something interesting to watch as the night is unfolded.
It does seem like Newnham and Rodriguez have kind of cooled down a fair bit, though.
Yes, it does.
Flaherty, behind his own goal, gave the puck away to Duchesne. His centering pass attempt to Depoy failed to connect. Tomaszewski plays this up the far boards and just over the line to Takas. Depoy's centering attempt was popped high off a Delaware stick, clogging the slot. Quinn's going to be guilty of an icing here for the Delaware Blue Hens, with 17-17 to go in this first overtime period. Tomorrow's championship game will be aired by the Rider Hockey Network on their Twitch channel. Game time, if memory serves me right, slated for 3:15 p.m.
Yep.
The Delaware Hockey Network, meanwhile, will present coverage of the Delaware women taking on Loyola of Maryland. Airtime 5, game time 5:15 from the friendly confines of Studio 1 at Fred Rust Arena. The Eden shot from the corner was into Hooper's pads, and this puck is cleared by Flaherty up the far side, brought down by Airy at his own line. In comes Liam Eden, taking a shove out of his intended path by Lowe. Swain recovers the puck, and he wrists this off his backhand to Ryan Lowe, 2-on-2. Wogish's fresh legs chase down the puck in the near corner, pinched by Chen below the goal. Joey Wogish and Swain. Swain pops this over the crossbar back to Rodriguez at the point. Long-range shot off Pelletier's pads. Swain couldn't fish the rebound home. Liam Eden the other way scores, and Maryland, no goal, says Isaac Kessler. Play is halted with 16:03 to go. Isaac Kessler said no goal. The puck did not go in. Maryland celebrated prematurely. You've got to wonder, are they going to go for too many players? The officials will confer.
My goodness. We thought there was enough drama tonight. We'll see what the call is here. Still they converse.
I think the discussion concerns where is the faceoff going to be located? Is there too many players? It's going to be in the Maryland zone. Isaac Kessler pointed to the Maryland zone for the faceoff location. And now the discussion continues as players together migrate to a neutral zone spot just above the Maryland blue line. We overheard Isaac Kessler advising the puck never made it into the goal. And now Vince Falkowski, Delaware coach, is pleading his case that Maryland should be guilty of too many players on the ice. You know, Matt, he's not wrong.
You know, if I'm an official, I don't know what I'm doing. That is so hard.
It seems in the spirit of the game, a restart at center is probably the best way to go about it. And here comes Joey Wogish on the fast break for Delaware, right up the right wing dots. Kravitsky takes it away to Newnham. Newnham, net front feed, paddled by Hooper into the back netting. 15:49 to go in overtime.
Well, the teams after this are supposed to have a game. You see one of them all lined up in the room outside, looking on in their full gear.
The others standing outside their dressing room. The Drake shot was tipped offline. Wogish takes a stick up the middle from Duchesne. Drop pass to Swain. Puck recovered by Tomaszewski, but not cleared. Lowe maintains. He lowers his hip and tries to pave a way to center point. His shot from there is skied into the netting and out with 15:16 to go in overtime. Still no score.
I was at a loss of words in the third period. We're not even 5 minutes into overtime.
I know.
It's crazy.
Whatever the case might be, regardless of what the result might be, this will be a game both teams will remember for drastically different reasons. Penalty signaled by John Crayley. Chen's off for tripping. And the Delaware Blue Hens are shipping up to a primo power play. You two can score on the primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Maryland penalty assessed to number 31, Brandon Chen, 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 5 minutes, 5 seconds in overtime. Chen, 2 for tripping at 5:05. Klein in the corner. To Lowe. Rodriguez. Shot. The redirect from Swain was high. Nauman with space. Caught Swain in the skate with his shot from the left point. Nauman steps up again. He's got a lane. That one blocked. Looked like it caught Takis in the skate. And this will be cleared by DePoy. Puck is pushed free by Joseph Takis. Centering pass intended for DePoy, who careens into Hooper. And with 1:07 to go on the Chen penalty, things are getting heated again. You all right there, buddy?
Good shorthanded look there by the Terps. Joey Takis centering feed for DePoy. Goes straight to the net. Still over a minute on the man advantage for the Blue Hens, though.
But they're going to have to work out of their own zone. Second wave is on. Quinn won the draw over Healy, left the puck to Green. It comes across ice from Wogish, but he couldn't connect with Vecchio. Jakey Quinn again. To Vecchio. Centering pass, Wogish net front redirect, no. Right into Pelletier's path. Will Joette with a chance. Clogging up the low area was Hunter Airy to drive play below the goal. Now he forces Quinn into the far corner. Wogish with the puck again, brings it into the flat. He tried to center to Quinn, but he was bodied down net front by Airy. Terps clear. 7 minutes into overtime, nearly so. Delaware 0, Maryland 0. Newnham pickpockets Vecchio. Net front feed, there's the goal. The Maryland Terrapins will advance to tomorrow's conference final. And it was Liam Eden with his 19th goal of the season. 6 minutes and 54 seconds into overtime to give the Maryland Terrapins the 1-0 overtime win. Maryland goal, his 19th of the season, scored by number 17, Liam Eden. Assisted by number 26, Max Newnham. Time of the shorthanded goal, 6 minutes, 54 seconds in overtime. Eden's 19th. From Newnham, a shorthanded goal at 6:54 in overtime. All I can say, Matt, wow.
James, I've spent a lot of time with this Maryland team for the last several years. I have never seen Liam Eden that happy after a goal. It was the captain himself. Goal got waved off at the start of overtime. Maryland bench was, well, thrilled at first. Then once it got waved off, my goodness, they were very unhappy. And then what a fitting end for the Terps. Liam Eden buries the puck.
And that is all she wrote. Fans, it's time for the 3 stars of the game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in Claymont, Delaware. Tonight's 3rd star, with 29 saves for Delaware, number 33, Joey Hooper. Today's 2nd star, with a 27-save shutout for the Maryland Terrapins, number 30, Henri Pelletier. And the number 1 star of the game with the overtime game-winning goal for the Maryland Terrapins, number 17, Liam Eden. And so Maryland will go on to face the winner of Ryder and Stevenson in tomorrow's mock championship game. A valiant effort in defeat from the Delaware Blue Hens. And my goodness, Matt, a heck of a hockey game.
James,
to get the Terrapins to a hard-earned seat in tomorrow's championship.
That was one of the closest hockey games I've ever watched, period. Forget about ACHA. Any league, any game I've watched, that's about as close as it gets. And both teams played so well. Both goaltenders, Hooper and Pelletier, so strong in net. And either team made the case to be deserving of this win tonight.
Probably a little bit sweeter for Maryland, especially after the apparent goal, at least from the Maryland perspective, was disallowed after Isaac Kessler said the puck did not cross the line. The premature celebration here for Maryland on the 2-on-1, well executed, and there was no doubt about that one.
Yeah, at first glance, I thought the puck was in the net. I'm not sure. Obviously, the official has a better look at it than we do. I haven't seen the replay yet, but
even here upstairs, we don't have a good look at it just because of the angle that we're at.
Yeah. But, you know, always got to trust the officials, and here it is.
There's the neutral zone turnover, the steal from Max Newnham. Eden made the beeline to the cage. And the 30th time was a charm for the Maryland Terrapins, winning 1-0 over the Delaware Blue Hens. For Ethan Posner, for our good friend Matt Facillo, James Witherite thanking all of you for joining us here on both the Delaware Hockey Network and the Maryland Hockey Network. Tonight's final score, the Maryland Terrapins 1 and the Delaware Blue Hens 0 in a hard-fought Mid-Atlantic Collegiate Hockey Conference semifinal matchup. Delaware Hockey Network is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications, all rights reserved. Visit DelawareHockeyNetwork.com for more information. That'll do it for us. Thank you all for your company, and we'll see you again in the very near future.